Hello, hello everyone. Hold on just a second. I will actually put you guys up so that you can see me for a moment. Let's see. I need to. Okay, hello. I did not schedule a post because I forgot to write the description. So, I know it's going to take everybody a few minutes to find me, so I am going to get myself pulled up really quick. And there I am. And let me share to Facebook. All right, let's see if I can type it in a little bit easier. Come join the crafting. Sometimes I do not know how to do things, but there we go. Got it. Sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out what it does. But you all know that I have technical issues all the time. So, hello Deb, hello Carrie, hello Verna, how are y'all? All right, let's see if I can get myself now back on YouTube. There we go. So I have just a few things to share with you really quick, and then we will get to crafting. We are not, hello Carol. We are going to be doing cards that I did in my monthly in-person class that's in Winsboro, South Carolina. I had a lot going on this weekend, and hello Marcia. And so what I wanted to do was just kind of do something a little easier tonight, but a lot of you that watch on YouTube don't actually come to my in-person class. So it'll be new cards for you. And we're going to use 3 different stamp sets for tonight. So, and 2 of them are new, and then 1 of them is an old one, but a favorite of mine. So just a couple things though. First, don't forget that our kit collection with Stampin' Up! Is 30% off right now. This goes until the end of October. So if you like our kits, now is the time to get them. They are some of my favorite things. If you follow me on Facebook, then you know that I have a pile of them that I tend to stack up, but I got a whole bunch of them done at the last crop I went to. So I was very proud of myself. The other thing is we have a starter kit special going on right now with Stampin' Up! If you are not a demonstrator already and you like to craft and you like to be a part of a community, this is now the perfect opportunity to join. Right now, the starter kit it's still the $99, the typical price of $99. But you get $155 worth of products for that $99. And then of course, shipping is free. And then you only pay tax on that. So if you are interested in that, I would love to talk to you about it. And if you have any questions, I can go over any of that with you. But we are the Stampin' Divas. That is the little team that I have, and we have a lot of fun together. We love crafting together. We love joking together. Some of us even go to crops together. So we are a community of crazies. We actually like to have crazy fun. So we like to pick at each other too, and then we also love to support each other in a lot of things. So I am very proud to be a part of the Stampin' Divas team. So if you have questions on it, please let me know. I would be happy to help you with that. Okay, I'm going to put you down on the table and we're going to get to crafting. Making it short, sweet, and to the point tonight. All right, let's see if I can get us straight. And We'll see if that worked. Because, you know, getting it straight is not something I do very well either. Okay, here are the 3 cards we are going to be making tonight. Let's see, I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. We are going to be doing this one, which is from Caring Leaves. And then we have this one here, which is a favorite of mine, and it is Latte Love. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love the smell of coffee, so that's why I love this set so much. I love the look and stuff of coffee shops and stores and all that. And I love to walk into coffee shops for the smell. And then this one right here is using the Artful Amaryllis. And this one also has dies that go along with it. For the sentiment, I used the Simply Said, which is one of my all-time favorite sentiment stamps. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with the Caring Love first. Now, in my card class, my monthly class now, we are doing 6 cards. Oh, Karen, yes. It is amazing just to have it. And at my full-time job, my coworker that I share an office with now, she loves coffee and she drinks it all day. And she has this blueberry coffee. Oh, I love it when she brews that because it is amazing smelling. So in the card class monthly, we are doing 6 cards now. And so we're going to do 3 of them tonight. So I'm going to make sure I pull the right cards. I'm pretty sure it's all 3 of those. That's what Dennis the Menace used to say. I'm just here for this. That's right. You know, sometimes the smells are good. Sometimes they're not. But in a coffee shop, they're fantastic. Fantastic. Also, I love to drink hot chocolate. So you can give me hot chocolate any day of the week. All right. I'm going to pull all my stuff out real quick. I make the cards every month to be pretty simple because, you know, this is kind of like a beginner class. So if you're not really used to doing a lot with crafting, these are great cards where you can start. All right, so we've got some pretty peacock. And let's see. Grab my tools out here. We have a piece for the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inside. And we'll stick this right here. I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper, and we are going to start stamping our little card white piece here. See if I can grab one. I cut them down to being smaller, so it was a little easier to work with. Okay. So let's start with our pretty peacock one. So we are going to ink it up, and this one looks a little weird because it's almost like it's missing part of it. If you can see, it's missing this section. But when you do the inside, because this is a 2-step stamping stamp set. Say that a whole bunch of times. And actually, you know what, before we do that, let's stamp our sentiment down here so that we can put all of the leaves around it. And I'm going to change up the sentiment this time. It's going to be, "You're simply the best." Okay. And now we can stamp all of these around. And we're going to put this one, let's do this one down like that. Okay. And then we're going to take our inside. And the great thing about this is you do not have to stamp it off. It is actually, the stamp itself is designed to be a lighter color, which is kind of cool how they can do that with stamps. I never would have thought anything like that. So, all right, so there we go. We've got that one. Now we're going to change over to our pumpkin pie. And we're going to do this one up like that. We're going to do this one here in the center, like that. And we'll do this one down like that. Okay, and then we'll take the inside and we're just going to stamp it. And this is one of those, like, it lines up, but then if you look closely, some of it is a little out, so it kind of gives it that little bit of an abstract-y look, which is great too. Because then if you don't get it perfect, then it doesn't matter. Then you can't tell at all. All right, so we've got that done. We are going to put our designer series paper on, and this is from the Halloween paper. I am in love with it. I think the back side of it is great fall colors. So we are going to adhere this to the card front. There is a purple polka dot, and there's the orange polka dot, and then there are there's some black stripes, which is really good too. All right, so I'm just going to line that up and stick it on just like that. Then this is going to get popped up. So we will grab some dimensionals. I might have to grab some more dimensionals. It looks like I'm almost out. And let's see. We'll cut these. I'll stick that one there. And take all the backs off. And then when you do that, you're going to stick it on here. And you're going to stick it some onto your pretty peacock card base and then some on your orange. Or pumpkin pie, not orange, but pumpkin pie. And then there you go. That is the first card. And simple and easy. So when you're a first time crafter, a stamp set like this is probably one of the perfect ones for you to do. So, hello, Kathy. Yes, Kathy, it is. And this is one of the cards that we made Saturday in class. So, yep. All right, so that is card number 1. Let me put up my stuff so that I don't get them all over the place. And let me grab, while I switch out, let me grab another pack of dimensionals. All right. I go through a lot of dimensionals. Okay, so let's do our next card. And this one is going to be the Latte Love. So using that stamp set. And we're going to pull out all of our pieces. We're going to do some coloring. And I did forget to add the Calypso Coral. So I need to grab that real quick. Let's see. I have a big bucket. Oh, thank y'all. Oh, Carrie, no. You can never have too many leaves and you can never have too many trees. Not at all. Those are the best. I could probably buy every stamp set that has leaves and trees in it and still never have enough of them. Okay, so we're going to grab that one. And again, this one's really easy too. So we've got a piece for the inside and then a piece for the outside. So we'll do the card base. And if anybody orders this week, from now until Friday, you will actually get a packet of all 6 of the cards mailed directly to you. Later this week, I'm going to do the other 3 cards. It may not be alive, but I'll get the video at least posted. But you'll get all 6 cards mailed to you this week if you place an order of $35 or more before tax and shipping. That is true as well. Yep. That is correct, Carrie. All right, we're going to stick this one on the inside. And then we are going to put our front piece together. Okay, so we have a little strip here from the paper. So we're going to attach that down here at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and do it because I want to make sure that I place everything in the right area when I do my stamping up top. And if you're one of those that you would worry about getting ink on your designer series paper strip, just take a piece of your grid paper and you can hold it like this and stamp so that you don't get any ink on it. Or you can also do this tape, which is just like a mint tape. It's off scrapbook.com, but you could even do that on it, which would cover it up so you don't get any ink on it. Just a couple of tips because I am famous for getting ink everywhere. Okay, we're going to stamp the little coffee cup stains that go on the table when you put a piece of, or when you put a cup that has spilled a little bit. So we're going to do that and we're going to stamp it in crumb cake. And we're going to do 1. And then we're going to ink it up again and do 2. This time we're not going to ink it up again. And then we're just going to stamp it off. So you're going to have 3 little kind of all together there. And then we're going to take the Early Espresso and we're going to ink that up. And then we're going to put our sentiment right there. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. So we're going to go right about there. Okay. Then we're going to take the black memento. We're going to stamp our coffee cup. Now, when I did the sample and when I did the class, we actually took Pecan Pie Stampin' Blends and colored this in, but I never noticed this until I was pulling the stamps out for tonight, that there is a stamp that coordinates, and I have used this stamp set, I cannot tell you how many times, but I'm not sure I ever used this stamp here. But this stamp goes right here in the center. And you know what? I want to actually do crumb cake. I don't want it to be that dark. Let's do crumb cake. So let me get a cleaner. All right. I think the Early Espresso would be a little dark for this card for that. Let's try the crumb cake. All right, so we're going to ink it up right there. There we go. And now we're going to take our Calypso Coral. We're going to take our light and we're going to color in. We're just going to do a rough color just so it kind of gets some ink down. And then we're going to go back with our small tip. And we're going to color around here. And then if we do the handle, That's why I try to do a big chunk of it, because it does take it a few minutes. I mean, it takes you a few minutes to kind of color it in. So that's why I do a big chunk of it with the brushed part, because it just makes it a little easier. All right, so then I'm just going to kind of come around with the dark Calypso Coral. And we're going to just kind of follow these lines here, some of these shadows here. We're going to do this down here in the dark. We'll do the inside of this little handle here with the dark. And then let's do this part with the dark as well. Then we'll take that light again. And then we're just going to kind of go over it. I need a new light Calypso Coral. All right, and then we're going to go here. Oops. And then, ta-da, there we go. Okay, so then we've got that done. Now we're going to take and close up our ink pad so that we don't get ink everywhere. We're going to take some linen thread, my favorite. And we're going to wrap it around a couple of times here. 1, 2, and 3. And that is really long, but we're just going to go with it. I can use it later, whatever I trim off. I use linen thread enough. I can make a bow out of whatever is left. There will be no waste with linen thread for sure. All right, and then we'll tie this bow right here. We'll trim off our ends. And we'll do this side like that. Okay, and we'll bring back in that card base. We're going to flip this over and we're going to put some dimensionals on this one. And grab my new sheet. We'll put these on and then we're going to attach it to our card front after we take all the backs off. I probably find dimensional backings everywhere. Tell me in the comments, where is the craziest place that you have found dimensional backings? Because that is always a good, like question to ask people, because there's some strange places that I have found dimensional backings. All right, so we'll stick this right onto our card front. If I can figure it out. There we go. All right. Oh, and of course the embellishments. In your bed, Carol. Yep, that's a good place. That's a good place. You know, because they attach to your clothes. And a lot of times I craft in my pajamas. So you go to bed and of course they're going to just stick right to you. Stick right to you. We're going to put some darker ones. These are the pecan pie. We're going to put the pecan pie on tonight. And then, ta-da, there we go. I think the craziest place I have found one was, I found one in the refrigerator. But I think it's because, again, it was on my clothes. And so I had, like, grabbed a water bottle. And so it came out. Yeah, it just left itself there. All right, card number 2. And then our last card will take us just slightly longer, but not too much longer. So we'll have to do a little cutting. And this is card number 3 for tonight. This, I think, is probably my favorite out of all 6 cards we did. I love the simplicity of flowers. The older I get, the more I love them. If you had asked me, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, I probably didn't own but maybe one flower stamp set. Now I own a whole bunch of them. They are surely my favorite. So, all right, so let's grab that packet. And I've already done the embossing. I do the embossing for class so that it's kind of one less step for people to do. But they do their own die cutting if it is a die cut that they have to stamp and then cut out. So, oh, did you? Oh, good. You should send me a pic of it, Carol, so I can see what yours looked like. All right. So let's do this. All right, so we are going to do our card base, and we're going to, and when I actually emboss this, I only embossed from here up because this is going to be left for our sentiment, and so I wanted to make sure it was flat, but I didn't want to add a label on there because I really wanted the flower to be the main focus point of the card. So we will grab the happy birthday and we will ink it up. And this is the sentiment that's from that Simply Said. And then we're going to stamp it right there. Ta-da! Deborah. Yeah, okay, that's a good place. I wonder how many people do find it there. I don't think I've ever found one there, so you got me beat on that one for sure. At least not yet. I'm sure, give us all time, we'll find one there eventually, right? Okay, so now we're going to stamp the flower itself. And one thing I love about this flower is, y'all, you don't have to color it in because it is, again, like the Caring Leaves, it is a 2-step stamp set. I said it real slow that time. Real slow. Okay, so we've got that, and now we're going to grab our, so Granny Apple Green is going to be our leaves. And I'm going to show you something in just a second. And we'll do this part first. And it's kind of got that watercolor look to it. So it's real, it's grainy. It's what I kind of call grainy. I'm not sure if that's really the technical term for it, but I call it grainy because it's not like a solid image. It's got like definition in it. And that is how the stamp set is set up. So it's not smooth. It's actually kind of grainy looking, which is, it gives it kind of, in my opinion, that watercolor look. All right, so we're going to stamp the flowers in Flirty Flamingo. And this is a pretty easy stamp set to stamp and line up and all of that. Now, you're going to notice here, you've got these two little, they're buds is what they look like to me. So I've seen some of them stamped in the same color as the flowers, but we're going to stamp it in green because I feel like the buds would be the outside of the leaves. So we're going to stamp that. And then we're going to cut it out. So I'm going to move all this out the way. We're going to cut it out. With our big old machine right here. And we'll stick that there. We've got our flower here. One thing with this die set is that you can cut out the individual pieces too out of just plain cardstock, and it will give you the like embossing to give it the detail to look like the flower as well. So you don't have to stamp it every time. You can actually create it straight from cardstock, which is fun too. All right, so we're gonna line this up. And let's see, there we go. And we'll cut it out. And then we'll move this I'm gonna stick it on the floor. Hopefully I won't trip over it. We'll see. All right. And we'll pull all this back in. Now we're gonna take this and pop this up with dimensionals. And one more after that one. Take off those backs. And then we're gonna stick this down here. And for some reason, I'm not lining my card bases up very well. Let's see if I can fix that. All right, let me hold that real tight. Sometimes I move too fast and I don't get it just right. Yep, okay, now it looks better. And we'll stick this on to the front. And then we're gonna pop up our flower because, you know, you can never have too many dimensionals, at least not in my opinion. If you're trying to mail it, you can do it flat. I don't think the two different, having both things popped up, I don't think will make a difference for these cards. Now I'm gonna take and trim an edge real quick because I want to place, okay, we need to cut that in half. I want to place this one here, and then we're going to place this one here. Okay. I know that's a lot of dimensionals. It's almost as many dimensionals as on the back of the actual layer right here. But that's okay. I love my dimensionals. All right, so then we're just gonna stick this right here. Then we're gonna go back to that linen thread that I cut really long a minute ago. We're gonna take that little piece out and we're gonna tie a bow with it. It is little, but we're gonna make it work. Maybe we won't. We might not be able to make that work. Nope, we're not gonna be able to make that work. So we'll just grab a piece of this. I will make it work on another project. But it's a little too small for me to do it on camera. It would take me forever. So we're gonna not worry about it right now. Okay. And then we're gonna grab a glue dot. We'll put this on the back of our little bow here. And then we're gonna stick it right here on the stem. And then last but not least, we're gonna take our embellishment and we're gonna grab these out of it and we are gonna put those on. We're gonna do one here, and then we'll do one right up there. Okay, and that is card number 3. And I will pull them all back in so that you can see them. And then I'm gonna show you the other ones too, maybe. All right, so that's card 3. And here is card number 2. And then here is card number 1. Simple, quick, and easy. Oh, thank you. Hello, Angie. How are you? These are definitely simple, quick, and easy. Now, here are the other 3 cards we created, and these are the 3 cards that I will have a video. I'll either do a live, and I'll let you know if I'm going to do a live, or if I will just post a video on them. So, so that one, and then a happy birthday one. This is a pretty good case from the catalog, actually. And then that one right there. So, all right. Well, tonight was short, quick, and easy with the easy cards. Yeah, it's okay, Angie. It'll be there for you to look at later whenever you have time. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you. Oh, I just love the hum. Oh, yeah, Deb. That's a good one. It actually reminds me of like gingerbread sets we've had in the past, which would be, yeah, which would be great. So you could do the coloring, all different colors, and kind of make it into a gingerbread house. So, but all right, everyone, have a great evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.